Hi there, this is Jamie Waters and I'm going to show you a process video on how I use this specialty paper that's in the Written the Stars scrapbook kit. It's in the main kit and I'm using some of the extra papers that I had that were also included in the kit. There's a lot of really fun patterns and I'm only going to be using a little bit of everything because that specialty paper is going to be kind of the main star. This is the photo I'm using, and I wanted you to see that I've been holding on to it for a very long time because it was a little blurry. It's, mostly silhouettes, but because the main star of the layout is going to be that paper, it really works with something small and, just the shadows, the silhouettes. So I trimmed the edges of the specialty paper so that that hot pink cardstock, which is included in the kit, is the border and the backer of the entire layout. So the hearts and the stars come in the kit, and there's so many that I wanted to go ahead and use a whole bunch of them all at one time. If you watched any of my videos before, you might know that I like to use a lot of something all at once. I find that instead of hoarding a lot of my supplies, I like to use a whole bunch of them, and I feel like I really get a good value and I don't have so much of something later on. I really like being able to use as much as I can from one single kit and just look back and go, wow, that was really fun to use, and just think of different ways to use my supplies. So I've got the base of my hearts and stars kind of scattered throughout the edge, but I'm also going to punch out circles, and I'm using this little card that comes with the kit because I used the entire sheet on another project. I personally love that each kit comes with these little cards because I tend to save them and use the patterns for other projects. And then I think it's also handy how the inks are labeled on there, so it helps you see which colors go well with the kit. So I'm just punching a bunch of circles here. I love how they all go together. They all complement each other, and the little splashes of color are the perfect addition for this layout since the majority of the layout is that white specialty paper. And you might be wondering why or how I'm going to fit this in my scrapbook with the stars and hearts peeking over the side. I actually think I'm going to put this like on my wall or on my bulletin board. Or I even thought maybe I would punch a couple holes on the top and add a string and be able to hang it that way. I'm not quite sure yet, but I just knew that I wanted to be able to use this paper in a large way and not just stick it in my album. I didn't want to cover any of that cool quote, and I just think that it's such a cool, um, it's a cool feature that the iridescent way that it shines. So I wanted to be able to keep it all intact without cutting anything up. See that little shine? I just love that. So I'm just going to add a couple of chipboard letters here. Just these are also part of the kit, and XO and initials. Those are kind of my go-to um, things to use for my letters. I don't use them as much as I used to in the past, and I think for me, I'm good with just a little touch of a different texture, and XO is just such a standard for me that I think it goes really well with everything. Gonna add a little bit of journaling here, and then I'm done. There's the finished layout, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this. Thanks so much. I hope this inspires you to use that specialty paper in a big way and combine all the fun pattern papers that come in the Written in the Stars kit because they're really pretty, and when you mix them up like that, it's so fun. See you later.